flag. It was the first time the Confederate flag had been brought into the capital of the United States since ever. So this fascism is not just a European thing. It's here. And it's a worldwide thing. I mean, what's going on in America right now is going on in France. They getting ready, the right-wing neo-fascist party is getting ready to come to power in France. They already came to power in Italy. The first time since World War II, a fascist party. Now, that woman, they get a woman. In a minute, they probably get a black person. To make you swallow it. I mean, look, Trump got black people. Trump got black people to come out for him. Right?
Blacks for Trump. Blacks for Trump.
But blacks for Trump. Lawrence Taylor and other people, come out and support the fascists. So anyway, I think we got to stop this fascism. Now, first of all, let me just say this. People should vote their conscience. If you want to vote for third party, that's your business. You vote third party. That's your right. I don't accept this argument about the third parties are going to steal votes from the Democrats. Damn it, Democrats, get a better program. Get a better program. You're going to tell me all year long, or in high school, in college, it's a marketplace of ideas. It's a marketplace of ideas. Then when it's time for some ideas that you don't like, it's no longer a marketplace. If people want to vote third party, they have a right. It's a legal right for people to form other political parties. And if people don't like those parties, they need to offer a better mousetrap. The Democrats don't like to offer a better program. People are like, Biden is old. Well, maybe we don't like Biden not just because he's old. Maybe we don't like him because he's committing genocide in Gaza. Maybe it's that. Maybe we don't like Biden because we think he's going to trigger a world war. Maybe it's more than his age. Could it be his policies? Could that be? Or do people think we don't think about policies? We just vote Democrat because that's what we're supposed to do. No, never turn off your critical faculties. Keep your eye on what's going on. They might switch Biden out before the convention. It's going to be very difficult, but they might switch him out. His performance was so bad. I mean, when the Times comes out, that's a ruling class newspaper. That means there's a section of the ruling class that's saying, like, Biden got to go.
And the New York Times, that's a Democratic publication.
Right.
And for them to it's generally actually it gets slammed by conservatives for being a liberal publication.
Right.
So for them to come out with that article on Biden or several articles, I said the same thing. I said it must be really something. Anyway, we're going to get on. Hold on. Who is this? Is that Brother Daniel? Daniel has a question. Then we're going to have one more. We have 10 minutes to go. We got to wrap this up.
Man, this went fast.
Yes. Brother Daniel? Dr. Carter? I'm sorry. Who had their hand up first? I'm very sorry about that, Brother Daniel. They told me Dr. Carter had her hand up first.
Go ahead. Right. Well, I was talking about the white people. I wasn't talking about our rebellion. I was talking about the white people. Maybe I should have used pogrom. Maybe that would have been a better, Vice Chairman, that would have been a better word, pogrom. These white racist terrorist attacks on black people that have been going on. Frederick Douglass was a big opponent of lynching. The Klan came into existence the same year the 13th Amendment was passed, 1865. General Nathan Bedford Forrest was the founder of the Ku Klux Klan. And between 1865 and 1899, it's estimated that they lynched 2,500 people, 100 people a year. So one of Douglas's big causes after the Civil War was the anti-lynching movement. Daniel, what was your question?
Yes. Go.
Feedback.
Speaker, I can hear you. You don't need the mic.
Okay. Mention something about the 50 slave law. One of the people that was behind that was the guy that Lincoln didn't run against. Lincoln ran against him in 1860.
Stephen Douglas?
Stephen Douglas, right? And I think when he ran against him for Senate, that's when he made that speech, America can have. That would go back to hunt him 4 years later running for president. Where the slave, what 1850 law, because he put that thing of popular serenity. But any state, their own people should be able to vote for whether they want slavery or not. And that parallel thing should not get in the way. North and South thing should not get in the way. So yeah.
Well,
But one more thing. The guy Lincoln was running against the nomination with the New York governor Seward.
okay.
They were pretty tight.
Okay.
But when the South said we leave the United States, Seward voted, and that was Douglas' main man. But he said, no, we can't let this American experiment.
What's your question, Daniel? Give me a question. What's your question?
I just want to know how all this tied to the 1860 Civil War thing, because that's when the South they made the vote. If you nominate this guy, we're gonna leave.
Right.
Okay. Yes, and that's our final question for the evening. But go ahead, Mr.
Well, let's see. 1857 was Dred Scott. 1859 was John Brown. Lincoln issues the Emancipation Proclamation. Let me see, that was the summer of 1860. So the Civil War actually started in 1861. And it ends in April 9th, 1865, when Lee surrenders to Grant. But it really didn't end, because they were still fighting in Texas. They were fighting. There was a major battle in May of 1865, before Juneteenth. Texas was the last state to surrender. That's why they had to go to Texas, because Texas was trying to continue slavery. That was the plan. That's why I refer people to Gerald Horne, the counter-revolution of 1836, because France had invaded Mexico, and they set up a puppet president named Maximilian. Maximilian was going to restore slavery in Mexico. So there was a fight in Mexico, and Maximilian was killed. Well, he was actually taken prisoner. Then he was executed on June 19th, 1867. So it's like 2 Juneteenths, right? So, but look, y'all, I want to thank you for letting me say a few words tonight. Thank you very much, prodigal sons and daughters. Thank you, Dashawn. But look, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. Like, if you don't have time to read, like, I listen to stuff in the car. I don't listen to as much music as I used to. I'm not telling you not to listen to music, but there's so much stuff. And if you go to my Facebook page, I'm always posting stuff by Dr. Horn and other people. And I'm not posting it for my benefit. I'm posting it for the benefit of people who are my friends on Facebook. So if you go to Facebook, you can see a lot of these things, or you could just Google YouTube yourself. And I would really recommend, Gerald Horn has written like 40 books.
He just came out with 2 last year, a month apart from
That's
each other.
right. The most recent one is on the armed struggle.
That's correct.
And he talking about the 60s. He ain't talking about the Civil War. So I really urge people to read Gerald Horn's works. Go to YouTube, listen to the lectures and stuff. It will help you, like when you're driving or when you got a spare moment, because it's hard to sit down sometime and read, but there's so much information available now.
Brother Chairman Lawrence Sam, thank you very much for joining us, and also thank you all for coming out to the Trumpet Lecture Series, sponsored by Prodigal Sons and Daughters Behavioral Health Services.